Since the pivot to Magic the Gathering and Wizard of the Coast producing a million products a year, one of my goals on this channel is to help inform not only myself, but anyone who chooses to watch these videos about how sets are performing and where potential holes in the Magic the Gathering space are, so we can stretch our dollar a little bit farther, get some bang for our buck, and maybe save some money on Magic the Gathering. And after doing a pretty intense deep dive coming back from the holidays, looking at all of the Magic the Gathering sets that I follow and track and everything on my radar, I think I found, in my opinion, several products that are, well, they're just too cheap. I want to talk about these products, why they're too cheap, and I want to talk about why it's deeper than, if you buy this, box price go up. No, that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about potential box price increase, value in the box, and overall enjoyment of a Magic the Gathering fan. So join me today on this journey, and if you like what we do here, make sure you hit that sub button, because for a small channel like mine, it helps more than you can possibly imagine. All right, let's dive in. I will kick this off by saying something that most of you probably already know, but the 85% of you that aren't subscribed and watch here and there might have missed. This is not a financial advice channel. I have to still say that in 2025. It's 2025 now. Yes, it is. I still say that, but like, I just like Magic the Gathering. I play. I'm going to MagicCon to jam games. I collect sealed product. I collect single cards. I'll link a video where I showed off one of my silliest collections. But it does not mean that I am absent from knowing how far my dollar goes and how I want to spend my hard-earned money on my favorite hobby. So let's jump in. Let's do a deep dive and talk about some of these things that I think are just too cheap. And I want to start with a banger, and I'm going to scare some of you away. Hold on to this video, hold on to this topic. Don't run just because you saw Karlov Manor. I know we hate Magic and detective sets. I know we hate it. It's the worst. But for $124 and probably cheaper at several places, including your local game store that may have some extra and is looking to get rid of them, heck, give MinMax Games a call, see if they have any more Karlov Manor play boosters. I will tell you that there is a land cycle and rare cards in this product that are upwards of $20. That's right, and not crazy special unheard of versions. No, we got $20 base rares in maybe the best land cycle that we've gotten in years. I want to be clear, this is quickly becoming one of the most played land cycles in our game. You couple that with things like, you know, Delny and Vein Ripper. There are some amazing hits in this set. So if we take our emotions aside, we put that off to the outer space and take the fact that they just tried to make Morph better. Again, I don't know. We're gonna leave that alone. The play and the theme are what they are. But the value in this box, in my opinion, is some untapped potential. I actually just put an order of a couple more in because, hey, Rakdos, we got Elegant Parlor, we have Charms, that all of these cards pay for a pact. We have Leyline of the Guild Pact, albeit in the special frame, but still, these cards pay for the pack when you open them, and that is a massive win. You couple that with the fact that you will almost always have a home for things you open out of this box. I know that we hate Karlov Manor. I know. Bear with me. I believe it's too cheap. But moving on to a little bit of blast from the past, to Zender Rising Draft Booster boxes. I know some of you might not have been around back when we just had Zender Rising and draft booster boxes and one Expedition land box topper. I showed some of these off in my collection, but the idea that you can get this, what I consider to be extremely fun sealed play experience for under $100 with an Expedition box topper, right? A chance at one of those fancy lands, upwards of $30, $40 on a land there. It just doesn't make sense that this product is so cheap. In my opinion, this is less about the cards and the value of the box, but more about the play experience, the fun we had with this, and yeah, that juicy box topper. I cannot believe this product is this cheap. If you don't have any around for a rainy day, for playing limited, for playing draft, in my opinion, this is something I would definitely be looking to snag. I do think even, you know, the sidebar, everyone, sidebar. I do think the collector booster box is still, you know, again, in my opinion, at $229 with $235 shipped before tax. I still think this is a bit too cheap. Look at the cost of modern collector boxes now, but print runs were a bit crazy, so I don't want to dive too far down this rabbit hole. But the draft booster box, in my opinion, under $100, getting yourself a lot of fun is a good move. And speaking of fun, it's time for the surprise set of 2024. This Universes Beyond Fallout Commander deck case not only saves you money on all of the decks when you buy it. When you take a look at Universes Beyond Fallout Commander and you take a look at the individual decks peeled out, you know, it's a good deal to buy the case of decks. You really want to, if you're a Commander fan, you want to get some of this stuff, and I think this set is going to age extremely well. I think this is something that we are going to look back on far more fondly than we could have possibly imagined, and that is because of all the products that sold in 2024, this was the second best selling product. The Commander deck set for Universes Beyond Fallout was so widely popular, it blew me away. I never in a million years imagined Fallout to be the surprise set of just like, bam, value, tons of stuff going on. But here we are. So in my opinion, this is a set we will always remember fondly. We will enjoy this set for a long time, and for that reason, while it is still cheap, it's under $200, less than $50 a person. You get a couple friends together, you crack these packs, you play some games. This, in my opinion, is a good buy. Why? Because Magic the Gathering is the most played TCG in the universe, and this is a great way to jump in with your friends and play the TCG. I firmly believe that. But now I want to touch a little farther back in time, and there's not much to say about this one other than it is iconic. When people talk of an era of Magic the Gathering, a turning point in Magic the Gathering, a moment in Magic the Gathering, War of the Spark is referenced positively and negatively in so many ways. This has been a moment of Magic the Gathering history that is remembered. It's talked about to this day, and for that reason, this is outside of the play experience, outside of the nostalgia. If you just are like me and you're like, wow, these moments of Magic are something I like to harken back to, draw upon, and remember, I personally am picking up a couple War of the Spark booster boxes, probably one or two, because I have some, but I just want a couple more, because if I want to open one, I don't want to feel guilty. I want to have this around just to kind of immortalize that moment in Magic the Gathering history, and I think this is an undervalued product for that reason. I'm not talking pull rates on this one. For anyone who knows, you know, again, not financial advice, for everyone who knows, pull rates back in the day were very different than what they were. The boxes were far more tweaked around playing, around an experience, around the theme of the set. Now we're all about pulls, all about things like that. I do think that this is a cheap booster box for its time and space in our game, and it's worth picking up. But outside of that, I'm going to give my second controversial take, my second everyone hates this take, but listen, it is what it is, and that's all I can tell you is it is what it is. Outlaws of Thunder Junction collector booster displays for under $200. Now again, this is with shipping, so a little over $200 with shipping. When you consider the price of modern collector booster boxes and the opening experience that this product has, if look me in my digital eyes, have you opened a Outlaws of Thunder Junction collector booster box? It's a ride. If you're an entrenched Magic fan, it's a ride. If you're a new Magic fan, Outlaws of Zender Junction, maybe not for you. There's so many different subsets and symbols and legality rules and things. It's chaos. But if you're an entrenched Magic fan, this is the list on steroids with insane cool versions. Outlaws of Thunder Junction, in my opinion, is I flipped it open. It's fine. It is well worth the opening of this product, and it is something that you should consider having on your shelf. I think this product is undervalued from an opening standpoint, from a value standpoint, from a modern price standpoint. I love my Outlaws of Thunder Junction collector booster boxes. They are some of my pride and joy. This is one, if you disagree with me in the comment section, I want to hear your reasoning, because I really think this is a ton of fun. And along the same vein that, you know, Karlov Manor is a bit undervalued, March of the Machine, more specifically the set booster display for around $120, is a bit under. I think this set was, again, very chaotic. There was a ton going on, but there are in this set, I've screwed up twice now. I never do that, but I've screwed up twice, and here we are. We're going to keep powering through. There are, rares in this set that are $20 to $30. Just off the shelf. And for that reason, it feels like you have a rare card in the slot that is highly playable. You have the Urbrass, the Shieldreds, right? The Italis. You have these things in this product that are not only highly playable, but they're extremely expensive for either a mythic or, in the case of the Fairy Mastermind and Itali, just a rare. I really think there's some value holes to be found there. Now, this is the last on my list. I don't think it's March of the Machine. I don't think people are going to look back and be like, wow, we missed the boat on this. But if you didn't have a chance to open some of this stuff, there is, some potential possible value to be had in these boxes. Again, not financial advice. Don't be opening boxes trying to make money. But like, you can have the experience. You can experience some of the chaos, everything going on with March of the Machine, what will be a pivotal moment in Magic the Gathering storytelling. I know you're laughing at me in the comment section below, but I really, really do think this product is undervalued, and there's a chance to pick up a couple dollarinos and a couple cool things at a cheap price. All in all, these are just the things I am thinking. I'm always trying to find, like, hey, the new set came out, Innistrad Remastered is coming out, and collector boxes are $350, $400, and Aether Drift is going to come out, and the special bundle is going to be expensive, and MSRP is going up, and like, it's nice to know that there are still spaces in Magic the Gathering's past and our history that, as we evolve, as we move down the Magic the Gathering road, and we say, hey, some of these products at this time aren't for us, we can then look back and say, wow, there was maybe an opportunity to still go back to that area, still go back to that spot for a good price, pick up some of this fun, maybe pick up on some of the stuff we missed, or re-enjoy some of the things that we did at the time. And I think these products are the pinnacle of recent releases that do that. Outstanding, the Kaladeshes, or whatever it's called now, and all that era that is always being talked about right now. I want to get something a little bit cheaper. All in all, I hope you guys had some fun. Again, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. All of those buttons, including the channel membership button, help me out a ton. It helps me pay for cardboardfinance.com, so all of those server costs don't come out of my pocket. Thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to link a video over here. If you'd like to, I'm going to hand pick this one. So go ahead and watch it, because I think it's a good one. Thanks so much for hanging out. Until next time, you guys know me. My name is Josh, and we'll see you around. Okay, goodbye.